With all the talk about tariffs and their impact on us this week, I want to show you a chart. And I don't think you're going to see this chart anywhere else because it's going to show you something that's probably pretty scary and illuminating. And the media doesn't want to talk about it. Politicians don't want to talk about it. I'm going to flash it up on the screen right now. Take a look at this. This is the share of global manufacturing. If you look over at the left-hand side, you'll see that in 2003, the U.S. dominated global manufacturing. Our share of global manufacturing was about 24%. Look at China there, just above 10%. You see Japan and Germany below that. 2003, that's where we were, dominating the world when it came to global manufacturing. Fast forward, look where we were 20 years later in 2023. You see that red line? That's China. It is now well over 30%. And you see the U.S., we've gone way, way down. We are just north of 15%. In fact, it is so bad now that if you add where we are today, our share of global manufacturing, with Japan and Germany, we all combined don't match where China is now. Ladies and gentlemen, this should be a clarion call to all of us. We are losing our manufacturing and industrial base. We are becoming a service-based economy. Yeah, we can book something for you or get you a cup of coffee or help you on an app. But what we need to build and protect America going forward is no longer in this country. One of the things that President Trump has been fighting for is bringing back manufacturing and investment here in the U.S. We've got to stop making it cheaper for Americans and American companies to manufacture overseas. This is not just about jobs. This is about our self-preservation. Go back and look in history. Every major country that lost its manufacturing base eventually declined. We're on that path. Our debt is skyrocketing. Our ability to manufacturing things going way down. We need to stop. And yes, like all good things, it may be a bit painful. And I understand for people living paycheck to paycheck, it would be potentially really, really tough. I get that. But at some point, if we keep kicking the can down the road, we have no manufacturing base. Our debt is going to exceed our ability to operate. We've got to at some point face the piper. We've got to realize that if we don't exhibit leadership and we allow politicians of both parties to keep kicking the can down the road, we won't have a country to hand down to our children. So I get it. The media is all in a frenzy. A lot of politicians are in a frenzy as well. But ask yourself one question. Are we on the right path? And if not, what are we doing to get back on it? Look, President Trump's only been in office for just over 70 days, but it's made a huge difference. Think about this for 1 second. For all the hand-wringing and the whining, President Trump, through his leadership, has brought in over $5 trillion of new investment. Taiwan semiconductors coming to Arizona, Hyundai, Honda, SoftBank, Apple, all making massive investments here in the United States, building more, investing in American people, American jobs. That's a good thing. The White House released an epic video the other day. President Trump talking about all of this investment that he's brought in. Company after company moving production here to the United States. It's not just happening, though, because they want to. It's because he's exhibiting the leadership and the policies that's making it possible. This can be done in our lifetime. And it's important to understand how and what is already happening. He's securing years and years of future prosperity if we'll hang in there. This is about our children's future. It's about their children's future. If you want to get biblical, and I said this the other day, let me quote Proverbs for you. A good man leaves an inheritance to his children's children, but the sinner's wealth is laid up for the righteous.
President Trump pushing ahead with his America First agenda.
Breaking news, Apple announced it's going to work with Foxconn to build a server factory in Texas by 2026.
The company says it is now planning to invest $500 billion in the U.S. economy.
The CEO of SoftBank pledging to invest $100 billion in the U.S. over the next 4 years.
This is President Trump delivering on the promise he made to the American people on the campaign trail.
The idea is come to America, build greatness in America, build for the American customers.
Project Stargate.
It's a joint venture between SoftBank, Oracle, and OpenAI, and they're going to create a data center that will eventually be expanded to other states.
Shows people are listening to Mr. Trump's pitch to bring new industry to America.
This is the latest pledge from a foreign business leader promising to spend big in the U.S. as a result of Trump's election victory.
Founder of the property development company DeMac Properties is pledging the money.
President Trump announcing $100 billion investment from Taiwan Semiconductor, bringing the company's total American investments to $165 billion.
The most powerful AI chips in the world will be made right here in America.
Things happen so quickly in the Trump world, right? It's 100 days. Right. It feels like it's 100 months. This is leadership. This is taking control of the problem for military, for everything, for industrial, for our economy. Even if it causes short-term pain, the reality is it is the right decision.
NVIDIA says it will invest hundreds of billions of dollars over the next 4 years, part of the manufacturing renaissance under President Donald J. Trump.
Furniture maker Prepack are shifting their operations from Canada to North Carolina.
Johnson & Johnson says it will invest more than $55 billion in the U.S. over the next 4 years.
Hyundai announced a $20 billion investment.
With your leadership, Mr. President, Hyundai Motor Group is proud to be a stronger partner in America's industrial future.
This is the automobile industry, and now those plants largely have stopped and they're moving them to our country. Honda is building one of the biggest plants.
The trade story is certainly picking up speed here and pushing more countries to make these bigger investments.
It's another example of the Trump effect.
GE Aerospace announcing a nearly $1 billion investment into American manufacturing.
Eli Lilly announcing plans to expand its manufacturing here in the United States.
$27 billion additional spend, bringing our total to more than $50 billion.
The money's rolling in, and this is in the past 60 some odd days, Charles.
And these are deep-pocketed folks who want to have a relationship, and it's just smart moves.
We are CMA CGM, one of the leaders in shipping and logistics around the world. Today, we are investing $20 billion.
Foreign leaders from around the world, investors from Silicon Valley to Wall Street to Main Street have confidence again in our economy and our markets and in President Trump.
The Trump effect this morning, a string of massive wins for American manufacturing. The numbers speak for themselves. Wisconsin-based Clarios is putting up $6 billion to expand its American operation. And what's driving these decisions? Well, President Trump's aggressive Made in America policies and his commitment to bringing industry back to American soil. This is exactly what Trump promised. America First is back.
Well, if you enjoyed this content, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and click the notification bell to get more.